Hello and welcome to my Rogue Enchants, Gems and Reforging guide. So, let's get started. For my helm, I'm using the 60 agility and 35 resilience enchant, which can be bought by your honor vendor. Since you don't need mastery and haste as a rogue in this spec, I reforged mastery into expertise. As gems, I used the 54 agility and 3% increased critical strike damage meta gem and the 40 agility red gem. I have chosen the expertise necklace, since you need expertise and the other necklace has mastery on it, which is useless. I have reforged some expertise into crit rating right here, because I had too much expertise. As enchant, I'm using 50 agility and 25 resilience, which can also be bought at the honor vendor. A 40 agility gem here as well. Here I've reforged some crit into expertise. As enchant, I'm using 65 critical strike rating. I chose the crit cape because the other one has mastery on it. My chest is enchanted with 20 all stats. As gems, I used two 40 agility ones. I didn't reforge anything. My wrist has a plus 130 agility enchant, which can only be used by leatherworkers. If you're not a leatherworker, you should use the plus 50 agility one. Not reforging anything here, because you need hit rating for the 5% hit cap. For my gloves, I use the plus 50 expertise. Some rogues use the haste enchant, but haste is useless, so I rather take the expertise one. A 40 agility gem here as well, no reforging necessary. To get a second gem slot for your waist, you'll have to buy a ebon steel belt buckle, which can be made by blacksmiths. You want to gem two 40 agility gems in there, no reforging here as well. You want to reforge haste, because it's useless. I reforged it into hit rating because I wasn't hit capped. Keep in mind that 5% hit is a must, 7% versus night elves. As enchant, I've used dragon scale like armor, which can be made by leatherworkers. Two 40 agility gems in here as well. Here you want the 35 agility enchant and the 40 agility gem, no reforging. The rings you want are the crit one and the hit rating one. I didn't reforge them because my stats are fine. I'm using the trinket, which gives you critical strike rating. Why crit over resilience? I know rogues using the resilience one, but for myself I've got 3.7k resilience. I don't want to run with 4.1k resilience. Remember, a guide is there to give you information. If you want to use the resilience one, go ahead and use it. If you aren't human or undead, I suggest you using the Ruthless Gladiator's Badge of Conquest. This one can be activated and it's not based on luck. You can time nice switches with it and combine it with Shadow Dance. The main hand dagger should be enchanted with Landslide and Wound Poison, while your offhand dagger has a Purium weapon chain on it and Crippling Poison. For the throwing weapon you can make a decision. You can put Crippling or Mind Numbing Poison. I personally like using Crippling because it has a 100% chance to proc via throwing weapon. I hope you enjoyed my guide based on what I'm using. If you have any question, you can PM me, I will answer everyone. If you liked the video, you can leave me a comment, like or favorite the video. Also check out the Thrive movement for more guides. So, see ya! Oh, and let's thrive!